following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, and Newy Scruggs.
Greetings, everyone. We are not at home. No. We are, yes, Barry, we're live.
Oh,
we're live.
I can't hear
Okay.
CB.
Live.
I couldn't hear nothing.
We're live now, Barry. Yes, we're on. We're on live.
What's going on?
Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on. Let me take this thing off. Ain't nobody. Okay, we back. We good now.
Okay. Are we ready now?
We ready.
Okay,
Hey.
Let's start over.
I still can't hear CB, but it's all good.
James Brown would fine each of you $20 for that right there. No, actually, we find $40. 20 for not being ready and 20 for having your mask on. If you have not seen the movie Get On Up with Chadwick Boseman where he plays James Brown, it's tremendous.
I saw it. I love the end.
Tremendous.
He sung that song. I almost shed a tear at the end of the movie.
I mean, it's fantastic. And Chadwick does all the dance moves, Barry. I mean, he does. I mean, and James Brown is a hard person to try and copy his dance moves.
Without a doubt.
But if you have not seen Get On Up with Chadwick Boseman, man, it is amazing. And so I met Chadwick when he did 42. So he came to Dallas and was doing the tour. Mm-hmm. And so I'd seen the movie, and this is how it works. You know, when these Hollywood junkets happen. So they say, okay, Barry, all right, you can go see the screening of the movie on Wednesday. Then Thursday you got a 10 a.m. with Chadwick Boseman.
I got you.
For 15 minutes. And so that's how I met him when he did 42. So he did 42 where he played Jackie Robinson, and then he did Get On Up when he portrayed James Brown, and then later on obviously became an international superstar when he did Black Panther. So, but it's just a tremendous work that he did as an actor.
How was he as a person? Like when you got to sit and talk to him for a little bit?
Humble guy, almost apologetic in a way. That I mean, because he just did a great job. I mean, I'm a big Jackie Robinson historian. I love Jackie Robinson. I'm just a huge fan, and to see him portrayed so well by Chadwick, that's the other thing too. And you guys have seen enough movies where people try to play parts, you're like, that guy didn't nail it. I don't believe that. You believed it with Chadwick Boseman. Okay. And the dignity that he had, and understanding also the job he did, and that, okay, I am representing Jackie Robinson and the legacy and what this man did, and how this man not only just broke baseball color barrier, the modern day color barrier, that he really sparked the civil rights movement and what he was able to do, and just everything that came with it. And that was what I was so impressed with him as a young man. But as James Brown would find his band, whenever they would do something wrong, if you off step, bam, you late for practice, $20.
He ended up with no band at the end of that.
I bet he did. $20 here, $20 there. Back then, that's a lot of money.
They did get tired of James Brown. They did get tired of getting fined.
I would have got tired of it too. Come on, James, give my money back, James.
We don't find each other here on the Players Lounge. I'm Newy Scruggs, longtime Cowboys reporter.
If we did, my man who take the most vacations I ever seen in my life would have a heck of a tab right now.
Wow, that's how we gonna do today's show?
We would be eating at Nick and Sam's in the VIP lounge.
What?
Easy.
Yes.
Kobe steak.
That's how we gonna. That's how we gonna do it, huh?
Yeah,
That's how we.
I don't even drink, and I could have a drink tab based off you, Church.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back.
Y'all gonna quit. Y'all gonna quit putting these ad ticks on me, all right? You know that? Oh, here we go.
Listen, we know you had to go and get your spirits right for Nostradamus so he could get back on point because he was off last week. So I
was off a little bit. I wasn't. I was off a little bit.
5 of 14.
It's all right though.
That's a little bit.
I still got.
I hate to see what
the main bet.
I've got the handy dandy.
Yeah, go ahead, whip that out. Yeah. Go ahead, whip that handy dandy notebook out.
The man out of 14 games that he picked, he got 5 of them correct.
That's just a warm up.
Straight up, Church was 5 wins and 9 losses. Against the spread, he had 3 wins and 11 losses.
Don't get too much worse
man,
than that.
Look.
Ain't nowhere to go but
the
up.
main bet, the only bet that we really got going is are the Cowboys going to make it to the playoffs representing the NFC East? And I still got a chance on that. So that's all that matters at the end of the day.
So what he's saying is the rest of that stuff didn't matter. One game at a time. The past doesn't matter because you still in
the
first.
Y'all living in the past.
You still in first in the division. Huh?
Yeah, we're second right now.
You in first in the division, so you still got. We
got a chance, man.
Okay.
We got a chance. Right. That's all you need is a chance. Okay. I mean, you guys over there. That's the problem right now in this locker room. It's too much negativity, too much pointing fingers, and you got the captains of the haters club over there in Newy and Danny McCray. See if they were people, ladies and gentlemen, if these were your captains on the Dallas Cowboys, we might not even win another game because there's so much negativity with these two. But your boy Nostradamus, B Church over here, I'm bringing the positivity, and I'm going to lead us to the NFC East championship. You know what I'm saying?
If you ended up making any of these bets Barry made last week, please tweet me at
See what I mean?
Scruggs, NEWY. Did Church have you losing your money, your rent check,
See
your
what
car
I mean?
payment, your diaper money?
Living in the past, man.
Church
the
do that to you?
negativity of living in the past.
Let me take care of this little bit of business here. We are outside live here at the Funtown RV tailgate, and we're doing this show live from the Tostitos Championship Plaza at Ford Center. So we'll be doing the show tomorrow from here as well. Lord, thank us for these beautiful heaters that are right here.
Oh, man, I tell you what.
Okay? Thank you. The Funtown RV took care of us here. We got the heaters going on here. And the weather's a lot better because this morning when I saw Talking Cowboys out here, I was like, ooh.
It was frigid.
That's why you got on your winter gear like that.
I don't know. We over here like he about to go skiing or something.
These are ski pants. And I have not worn these ski pants since I went skiing with my family about 3-4 years ago.
My boy got the ski pants on.
That's why people up north talk about people that's down south. They be like, man, the temperature get around 40 and they act like it's like below 0. You know what I'm saying? Up north they probably got shorts on.
Hey, this is good weather right here, man. And then I know y'all can't see this, but he got the matching coat to go with the ski pants over there. Y'all can't see it, man. He's fully ready, man.
Yes. I mean, here's the beauty of it when you live up north. So I lived in Cleveland. I tell you, I lived in Cleveland 2 winters. All right, that's all I could take was 2 winters, and the Cleveland Browns left town too. I was like, it's like, man, if the Browns are gone, so am I. And the first time I ever met Bill Belichick, somebody introduced me to Coach, and because I was working for Channel 5 up there, and they introduced me, and Coach looked at me and said, "That the thickest coat you own?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You'll be buying a new one," and he was right. And he said, "Double layer." I didn't know what he meant. I had no clue what a double layer coat was. And I tell people, man, I moved up there. I went in debt buying clothes I'd never heard of, man. I never heard of the ski. I ain't had none of that.
Got the Columbia on right now, man.
I never heard of the Columbia. Never heard of any of these. Nothing, man. I was like, I don't want to wear any long underwear, man. Then I went to my first Browns game. Man.
It's right on the lake, too.
Man, let me tell you something. I was miserable, man. And then and then me being stupid, I stood in the end zone. I get hit with batteries and stuff. Hey man, I don't play for nobody. It was a dog bones throwing. I mean, it was a different experience, man. But I came out there cold, and so the lesson I learned was, and it was about layering. Come with many layers, and you can peel them off. But if you don't have nothing and you can't put nothing on, man, you're going to get got. So I'm out here with just my regular jeans that I brought from Texas thinking, that's going to be good. Man, that wind was cutting through them jeans, cutting through your drawers. I was like, oh, gosh, what did I do?
It's a different cold up north, man.
It was different, man. It was a whole different level of living. And said, I did my 2 winters and I left. And I remember I talked to my boss one time, and he said, oh, you just got cabin fever. I'm like, what's that? Yeah, man, you just been inside too long. Because Cleveland, man, the sun doesn't shine.
It's gray.
It's gray.
Yeah.
And so I'm going days without seeing the sun, and it's cold. I mean, I didn't even go to the mailbox because the mailbox would get frozen and cold. Like, man, and my off days, and what you doing off the I'm sitting at home. And like
if you could find the mailbox.
and like an idiot, I decided I'm going to turn up the heat. Then I got the heat bill. I said, oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, it's taxing.
Man,
It's yaxing
the
up
heat
there.
bill was worse than any air conditioning bill that you get here in Texas, man. It was dandy. It was. So I was living in a world that was just new, that I wasn't used to, man. So I'm coming out here today, and I saw how cold Kyle Yeomans was doing Talking Cowboys. I said, man, not me. Look at the kid. Look at these shoes, too. Boy, I got Columbia shoes.
Hey, he got it all. He
Can't hide money.
Right. So Church, you out here looking pretty.
What you on? Here we go, man. See,
You look good.
Okay, I appreciate
you look
that.
good.
You know, I
but
do
not
look
me.
good.
I'm going to look like an old fat snowman ready to bundle up. So if it gets now, ain't going to get me. I'm ready to go to Philadelphia, man. I'm ready to go with the Cowboys.
The Cowboys are ready, too. The Cowboys are ready, too.
So how about this? So the last time I went to Philly, so I'm covering the game for Channel 5. I went to Philly, and I had this on. I had this big old coat back here, and I'm getting ready to do my live shot. And so the Philly guy who's supposed to be hooking it up for me with the live shot and my cameraman to help us out, he thinks I'm just like a regular camera guy. He doesn't think I'm the talent because I'm just dressed all up, like all the photographers and everybody else out there. He's like, oh, you the guy? Yeah, that's me, man. I'm the guy, man.
I'm the guy. I'm the talent.
Newy Scruggs.
Man. I'm the dude that's gonna do the live. Yeah, I'm actually gonna step out here and do the live show.
I'm just not no regular cameraman. Hey, you starting to sound like McCray out here. Hey, guys are real contracts. Hey, you ain't a real dude. You just a cameraman. Hey, I don't know, man. See what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying? He thought I was.
There's nothing wrong about cameramans, guys.
Not at all. There ain't nothing wrong with
sitting out
camera.
here like I'm just one of the dudes that's helping somebody else. Like, nah, man.
You couldn't wait to find a slug to shoot.
What you mean? Hold on. I'm just speaking facts, man. Y'all both. I'm just saying.
That is true, Church. You do be sitting back there in the woods.
What? He calculated wait, right now.
I just go off of what it said. That's it. That's all. I just go off of what is being said. That's it.
All right. I see how it is. I'm not worried. I got time.
Speaking of Philadelphia, gentlemen.
Okay.
The Cowboys are most likely going to have Ben DiNucci as a starting quarterback. Andy Dalton has been in concussion protocol, and Mike McCarthy said earlier in the week, hey, look, it's going to have to be, we had to see something from Andy at the end of the week, and we still don't know if he's out of concussion protocol. And you guys saw how bad that hit was, that cheap shot he took. And Ben is out here working with the first team. So I'm expecting to see Ben DiNucci make his first NFL start against the Philadelphia Eagles. The line is up to 9, and
You excited, you said? You excited to see Ben DiNucci?
am I?
Is that what you said?
No, I did not say that.
Oh, I thought he said. It sounded like he said
I'm
excited.
to see
Yeah,
Ben DiNucci.
He did say that.
That's what he said.
You said that.
You said. So you know something we don't?
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's
dude?
the excitement? You ready to see? Or you hoping? That
Let's
we
see what the
don't?
young
Like,
guy
what is it?
got. I'm ready to see what he got.
I'm ready to see what this young man can do. It's going to be a tough challenge for him. And the odds are stacked against him, and I know Jim Schwartz is coming. But I'm anxious to just, let's see what he can get done, man.
Hold on.
See what he can get done.
So we went from Dak getting hurt to Andy Dalton might still be able to carry us. So now I'm excited to see Ben DiNucci.
I want to see what he can do.
What?
Okay, let me
now
finish.
I hope Andy Dalton
can I
is
finish?
healthy.
Come on over,
Can I
Newy.
finish my thought?
Come sip on this
Let me
Kool-Aid
finish my
some more,
thought.
baby.
All right, excitement.
Come on, baby.
Let me finish my
excitement for
thoughts.
Ben DiNucci.
At this point in time, and I already said, look, this season's over. There's just too many injuries and too many things that they're not going to be able to come back from. So you know what I want to see? Let me see some of these kids and start to see exactly who do you have on this roster. There's a bunch of guys that we didn't get to see in the preseason. We didn't get to see them in OTAs. So, the Neville Gallimores of the world, the Ben DiNucci's of the world. Let's see Francis. Let's see some of these other guys. See what you have. And know what you've got going into 2021 here. You need to walk away from this season, in my opinion, knowing with a checklist, this is what this guy can do well, this is what this guy can do. Figure it all out as you go into next year, because if they are tied up against the salary cap, because they say the salary cap is going to be lower, what do you need? You need young players here who you feel like have some type of future. When I go back to when Jimmy Johnson was here with the Cowboys, that 1-15 season, they did a whole lot of evaluating. And they started looking at guys that they can't, who's somebody we can have stick around, who's somebody we can't. And you know what? 4 years later, Jimmy was hosting the Super Bowl trophy with the Cowboys. So if this season is going to be gone, at least let me know, what do I have? Is Ben DiNucci a guy that you look at and shows you enough heart and enough guts that you say, hey, we feel like this can be a backup quarterback for us? Then that's good. And if you got a backup quarterback on a rookie deal and it saves you from having to spend $3, $4, $5 million like we're seeing other NFL teams spend on backup quarterbacks, then that's a good thing. They drafted him. Let's see what he can do. Some of these other kids now, let's see what Everson Griffin is gone now. Let's see what Randy Gregory can do. Okay. You heard Mike McCarthy reference Dorrance Armstrong. Okay, let's see what you can do now.
Hold on, let me get this DiNucci thing. All right, let me understand this. So we signed Andy Dalton to be the best backup quarterback in the league, right? Mm-hmm. And then when he gets his chance, so we can see if he's that guy. To where if we possibly end up in this situation again next year, when he finally gets the chance to show up, that's him. You want to see if a guy behind him is good enough. So what happens if he's not? Then you don't know anything about Andy Dalton, and you still sit in the same situation that you're in right now.
Here's how I viewed Andy Dalton. And you guys were young here when Bernie Kosar ended up becoming the backup quarterback for Troy, and Troy gets knocked out of the NFC Championship game, and Bernie comes off the bench and saves the day and wins the game, and Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. That's how I looked at him. I looked at him like Steve Berline was, so Steve Berline was a backup here. These were on competing teams. at this point in time, this team, and I don't care if they're one game out of first place. I'm being a realist about what's going on here. Sorry, Church.
I'm waiting my turn. I'm waiting my turn. Y'all go
Sorry,
ahead.
Church. I just think there's been too many things that have happened here for this team to win the NFC East. So
don't waste my season. If I'm a vet on the team, do not waste my season. Put Andy Dalton out there
if Andy
and let us see.
If Andy's not healthy to go
That's
this
fine.
game, the next game,
that's fine.
So let me see what the
absolutely
kid
fine.
has.
No, that's fine. But I'm not excited to see Ben DiNucci. I'm excited to see if Andy Dalton can play, and if he's not, then I hope that Ben DiNucci can be serviceable and he can make us do something.
Can you have both? Can you have both situations? Because right now you can't have both situations.
I don't want us to look horrible, so I'm not excited for us to trot out there our third team quarterback with a shaky offensive line and a running game that's non-existent. I'm not excited.
This is what the challenge is, though. But this is what the challenge is. So you have to go ahead and meet
you
the
talk
challenge.
about going up a mountain.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Come on, man.
It's a big challenge. But look, man, with you guys' mentality, there's no way we would win. The season's over already. We're half a game out of first place, and Newy, you're over there ready to scrap the whole thing, throw it away. I mean, this is ridiculous to me. Look, stacks are against the odds. We're against the odds right now. We lost basically our whole offensive line minus Zach Martin. Zeke hasn't been what we thought he would be. Our receiving core, when Dak left, they left as well. But look, man, we still a half game out. DiNucci, I don't think DiNucci's the answer, but you got to try him out there if Andy Dalton's not healthy. So you got to have somebody out there. So DiNucci, look, he gives us our best opportunity to win. We're going to put Ced Wilson back there at quarterback.
He runs 21 miles per hour. So
you saw what he had the wind at his back that day. He went 21 miles an hour, all right?
I just feel a lot of negativity.
I do say it, but what? I will say this.
A lot of negativity.
I will say this.
It is. No, I'm not.
This is called the Fun Town RV. You ain't having no fun,
It's
man.
not negativity. I'm confused on why you said you excited to see Ben DiNucci like he been waiting for his turn.
Hopefully he can come in. Hopefully he can come in and provide some type of juice.
But I know what it is with Church though.
What you talking about?
Church played on a 5-11 team with me, a 4-12 team with me. Then he went up to Jacksonville. So his mind is conditioned to be optimistic throughout a horrible season. So that's what it is.
We're not even halfway through the season yet.
That stuff is clicking in. That stuff is clicking in.
We're not even halfway. And I do agree with you on this point, Newy. We do need to see this young talent get in. But the reason I'm saying that is because the talent in front of them, the older talent, they haven't been doing nothing. So I'm not saying throw the young talent in because the season's scrapped. I'm saying we got to throw this young talent in because maybe they'll provide something. They'll give us some type of juice.
Andy Dalton sealed the game for us when he first came in the game when Dak got hurt. And then last week, he got injured.
I would have Andy Dalton out there.
So you're not. So are you excited?
No, I told y'all. No, okay. Look. Earlier in the week, I let y'all know. DiNucci. I don't think he's the answer. But I mean, if there's no healthy, Andy Dalton, he's got to go out there and maybe he can do something.
Yeah, but I'm saying, are you excited to see that?
No, because we're down to the last. That means we're down to the last. We're pulling on shreds right now.
That's my only thing. I knew he said he's excited to see what DiNucci can do, and I'm like, I'm not.
Hey, I'm just glad. I'm glad my boy Newy is bringing some type of positivity, man.
Thank you.
I love it.
So you finna get back on the Kool-Aid?
Come on, baby.
I just said,
come on.
I'm here in the Fun Town RV, and I'm excited to see what young Ben DiNucci can do, and to see what type. I want to. The things that I'm looking for. See some toughness from the guy. The ability to get in there. And Isaiah Steinbach, he had some good points we made today. The ability to call the play. This is a tough situation. Let's see what you can do with this. Mm-hmm. Let's find out about the mettle of the young man. Let's do that, man.
If we can get the ball out of this guy's hand quick.
If we can
get the ball out of his hands quickly, like get him in a 3-step, 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 3, boom, he might have a little bit of success. If we can get Zeke to be even half of what he used to be, we might have a little success. I'm just not ready to throw the book in on the kid yet.
That goes for all three of our quarterbacks.
This is true.
So Dak Prescott had to play hero ball to get it done with this offensive line.
And Dak Prescott is an exceptional quarterback.
Andy Dalton got knocked out of the game with this quarterback, with this team, and didn't get helped up. And now you're gonna throw Ben DiNucci out there, and then we're gonna gauge his success based off what he has in front of him. So if he go out there and stink up the joint, we like, he's just not good. Nah, that's not true. A whole rookie out here with the third team.
Rookie offensive line,
playing against, a team that's coming out here that I expect to win the division with a good defensive line.
I remembered one time I was excited to see this young kid out of Mississippi State, Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
The next Dak Prescott. Okay. Listen, the dude from Twitter, a homie from Twitter yesterday. He got you, and that's why you on here trying to be something. You being irrational. Now Ben DiNucci could possibly be the next Dak Prescott. So we gonna be talking about Dak moving on.
He could be.
This deja blue water is
He could be, man. We don't know this.
No, yeah, this show started off wrong from jump. You all aren't ready to go, mask up. Let's take a break. Let's reset. Let's just do a reset right here. Get you some water or something.
I'm good.
I'm good. You know, I'm always flowing with the positivity.
Church, help him.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna get him right.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm gonna get him right. By the end of the year, when we're holding up the NFC East crown,
Church,
he gonna be right.
I mean, I've been correct the whole season. I'm not worried.
All
You went 5 out of 14.
Okay.
Newy owe me because he been losing since last year. I've been correct, so I'm standing here and I'm cool with my point of view. I'm all right.
Barry Church and Danny McCray are two former Dallas Cowboys safeties. I'm Newy Scruggs, long time broadcaster.
just not a regular cameraman.
Right.
Look at him, cool. Too
Look, I
cool.
got the shades on. I thought it was cloudy out, man. You know what?
I gotta start being like, we gotta
Players
learn.
Lounge brought to you by
learn, man.
Hotels.com. We'll be right back here to the Funtown RV Plaza, Funtown RV at the Tostitos Championship Plaza at Ford Center after this message.
Hey there, Cowboys fans. With Tide Cleaners at-home pickup and delivery, cleaning your clothes has never been more convenient. Simply sign up at your local store, set out your dirty clothes, and one of our Tide Cleaners professionals will come directly to your home for a totally contactless experience. Your clean garments will be returned promptly the next scheduled delivery day, so skip the errand and enjoy life, not laundry. Visit TideCleaners.com or your local store to sign up for Tide Cleaners at-home pickup and delivery today.
I'm Jay Novacek, former tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. Back in the day, I was the guy who always got the tough yards, and that's why I run with John Deere today. In fact, I have a John Deere 3025E tractor that can handle any yard work I need to do, even the tough yards way out back. So if you have 1 acre or 1,000, John Deere has the equipment that's just right for you. Visit a John Deere dealer today and run with us. We are the official tractor provider of your Dallas Cowboys.
We're back with a tasty treat that's sweeping airwaves and taste buds. It's new Dr. Pepper and Cream Soda. Let's take a listen.
Dr. Pepper and Cream Soda's here. A new combo that's music to my ears, okay. Let's play. Cream Soda and Dr. Pepper time. Pour it in a glass of ice.
Music to my ears and mouth. New Dr. Pepper and Cream Soda.
A delicious duet.
Essilor is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys, helping fans see more and do more with our best vision solutions. Our lens technologies reveal a world more beautiful than you can imagine. For a limited time, get the Essilor Next Gen offer. When you buy the latest generation of Transitions lenses with select Essilor lenses, you can choose a second pair of clear lenses for free with qualifying frame purchases. Restrictions apply. Find a participating eye care professional by visiting EssilorUSA.com. Essilor. See more, do more.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Help your fellow Cowboys Nation fans in their fight against cancer by purchasing Dallas Cowboys Crucial Catch gear. Support a great cause and look good doing it. Visit your local Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop or shop.dallascowboys.com. Players Lounge outside today at the Funtown RV tailgate.
You see it?
Yes.
We out here having fun. One thing I will say, we have some fun on this show, man. I will say that.
Yeah, and drink a lot of Kool-Aid.
Oh, I'm telling you. Wait till y'all when this prediction comes right. I might just fly in here on a magic carpet.
You Captain Kool-Aid from now on.
Call me what you want, man.
He passed the Captain Kool-Aid crown to you.
I'll take it,
you are
too.
not Captain Kool-Aid.
I'll take it.
And you're going to ride this way to the end of the season.
I'm gonna ride
That's why this is his
Calabunga.
His emotional
All right, I'm riding
his emotional perspective is why he is at the bottom of the totem pole in fantasy football for
I ain't
the
at the
second
bottom.
year.
I'm in
the
10th.
second year in a row. 10
I'm in
out
10.
of 12.
I'm
That's
in
the
10.
bottom.
And I'm coming back.
Oh yeah, because 5 out of 14 ain't that bad. So,
You didn't learn from last year?
No, you
Fantasy?
didn't.
When did this become a fantasy show? Why are we on this? We talking about fantasy football?
I thought you was ready to make up. You talked all. You was gonna be good to go.
That's why I'm getting.
See, that's why y'all mentalities though.
No,
see,
yeah,
the season's not over yet. I still got time to make the fantasy playoffs, and y'all over there talking about writing it off already.
He won 2 games. He's won 2 of them.
Hey, I'm still there though. I still got an opportunity.
Yeah,
man.
you still in the game.
I still got an opportunity.
That's why he need optimism in his whole.
It's a way to live.
Our political reporter, Julie Fine, she's got the same record as you. She's 2-5. I'm trying to get talent from her. She's trying to hold on to it, thinking she got a shot.
No, listen. If you don't change your roster, you can go 2-5. You can start people on bye weeks and accidentally go 2-5.
It's all right. Like I said,
my man be switching people around and still going to.
It's all right because, like I said, we got time. We still got a chance.
Church, I can help you if you need something. Let me know.
I'm good. I'm good.
We don't allow none of that.
I'm good too.
We don't allow any outside.
I got a site that's real tight.
We don't allow no.
Tight.
It's too late for them now. All the players gone.
It's all good. Because I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back just like these boys finna come back.
Okay.
And take this NFC East crown. So y'all sleeping on the doubt right now because they didn't give us the best reason to stay on their side. They've been struggling a little bit, but y'all sleeping. I'm telling y'all. I'm sleeping. I'm awake.
So what do we make of Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and his rationale of Chris Mortensen of ESPN? Why he cut Poe, and he said he's 30 pounds overweight and he wasn't producing. And Mortensen also asked if Dontari Poe decided to not stand for the national anthem, that was an issue, and Jerry said he was deliberately not going to answer that question. But just what do you make of the fact it's not like Poe just gained 30 pounds this month. This guy came in here overweight and remained overweight. And they kept running him out there, and he was not producing. And then finally it takes, I don't know, week 7 of the season, you realize he's not good. Your thoughts on that?
To me, this should have happened a long time ago. Y'all know how I felt about Poe, and you never want to ask for somebody or a job or tell him he doesn't deserve to be here. But that guy, the way he was trotting out each and every week, it was like he just didn't even want to be here. And it goes back. You talking about the weight loss thing, and he just couldn't do it. It goes back to the discipline factor of this team. I mean, I feel like before, people were scared to even do anything outside of the. If you're overweight, they're finding you. And this guy, and he's 30 pounds overweight and didn't care about it. It just goes to show you the mentality of this team and where it was going, because he was supposed to be one of the leaders on the squad, and he can't even make the weight. And it showed in his play, and they trotted him out there each and every week. So that part was confusing to me, but I mean, this was a long time coming with his job here.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If you are going to be the one sole person to kneel for the national anthem, at least go out there and ball. All right? and like you said, speaking to the discipline of the team, it's the discipline of him.
Yeah.
For you to consistently come in 30 pounds overweight every week and not feel nothing about it, why don't you feel nothing about it? Because they still going to put you out there.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
should have been released when you was 10 pounds overweight for the second week. We in week 7. This should have been happening. And then your play is showing it. So, it was a long time coming for him. And, respect the game. You got to come out here. You got to respect the game. Like I said, the leaders in the locker room, right? What they do, they show you how to take care of your body. Mm-hmm. They show you how to watch film. They show you how to play out there on the field.
Correct.
And he's a vet. And if that's one of the guys that these players were following or seeing, and he was lead by example, if that's what they were seeing, it's no wonder why we in this situation.
I mean, it was just confusing to me because usually stuff gets kind of washed under the rug if a guy's out there balling out, but he can't maintain his weight. It kind of get washed under the rug, like kind of corners who gamble a lot, like Asante Samuel. He was a corner who gambled a lot, and he made a heck of a lot of plays, but he also gave up a heck of a lot of plays. But that kind of all gets wiped under the rug when you're balling out there. But with this guy, I mean, he just wasn't disciplined enough with his body, and it showed on the field. I mean, he had half of the time he was supposed to be on the D-line, but he ended up in the linebacker or in the secondary on runs. So for me, it was confusing to why it took so long. Maybe they were just, hoping in something that he would be able to come back to that old Poe when he was drafted in the first round, but it just never showed up, and his time here is done.
They was just like you. They had optimism. They thought he was gonna come back.
Now
it's only week 7.
Here we go. Okay.
Poe's on his 4th team in 4 years.
Yeah.
So
he's a journeyman.
So and Mickey used to always say this when I used to do 105.3 The Fan, and when we'd have Mickey there. Mickey would say, look, guys available for a reason. Start to look into why. The Carolina Panthers said bye to him and Gerald McCoy. They both played for the Panthers last year. And new head coach like, nah, I don't want no parts of these guys. Yeah. And this is a team that needed defense. They had issues, and they're like, nah, we're good. And you take him and give him a 2-year deal, and he's showing you why he's been bouncing around.
Yeah, this is true, and it goes. I mean, and then
true.
You look at
he
it
stole
like
the money.
He stole it, but
you're right.
He did.
And that's where you got to go back to and look at the organization and just your thoughts of free agency and just okay, what were a mistake was made.
Yes,
and that's the chance you take when you go into free agency. But Poe was a mistake, but at the same time, here's a guy who's been bouncing around. And if you saw, just go look at some tape of him in the uniform he had on Carolina. The belly was hanging out. Okay, belly looking like mine. My belly ain't that big, and I'm just sitting there, and I got a big belly. So I'm just sitting there looking at like, okay, you got a guy that was,
I can guarantee you, when they asked him about this before he signed, he said, "Listen, it was a bad time. I was going through some stuff, but I'm going to make sure that this stuff changes." And it didn't work out. I'm sure he sold himself when he was in here, like some other people sold themselves when they was in here, and they not doing, they not living up to what they supposed to be doing.
But they kept running him out there.
Oh, absolutely.
And therein lied the problem of, I don't know, hoping he was going to turn around. At some point in time, believe what you see, right?
You got to.
Parcells said, all I can go by is what I see. And what we saw, if somebody was pushing him left, he just went left. Somebody pushing him right, he just went. This is.
They were driving him like a truck, man.
Listen, they was holding on. They was holding on as long as they can to get as much return. Hey, listen, I paid you something. You gonna play at least 7 weeks. We're going to figure something out because if you cut him week 1, he stole from you for real.
See, the Cleveland game was when that's when I just said to him, no, this is wrong. This was, this is not the guy. Yeah. 307. And they were looking at him. I think they all did, hey, check with me. We'll find Poe.
They're 95. There he is. There he is right there.
He didn't identify the mic. He identified Poe.
Poe right here.
95.
Poe right here. Right here.
Tell everybody, 95.
Oh, man.
Dudes out here. Antonio Gibson. Where's 95?
There he is.
Running right there, man. Philadelphia probably mad this week. Oh gosh.
Oh, they gotta be. They gotta be. They had something.
We had a fun one today. We had Poe this week.
No, they had something.
Hey, now it gives opportunities for Neville Gallimore. He might step up in there and see what he can do.
Can I be excited to see Neville Gallimore?
Absolutely.
Yes.
After what you saw from Dontari Poe, yes, you can be excited but it's not the same for DiNucci.
It's just not. Huh?
It's not the same.
I still got. I still think DiNucci can come in here and do something.
I'm not saying that he can't do anything. I said I'm not excited for this to be his first opportunity. This situation, for this to be his first opportunity to play, I'm not excited for him to be in this situation.
There wasn't going to be a perfect situation for him to be.
It couldn't be much worse.
If he's seeing the field, it wasn't going to be perfect.
It can't be much worse.
You're right. You're right.
Get in the middle.
You're right, but it is what it is. And look, I want to see what the young man has. And as guys start to step out on the field and you see the way they perform, we're going to see some toughness. We'll see what kind of toughness he has. We'll see if he can run the huddle. We'll see exactly where he is. And one of my frustrations with Cooper Rush, I shouldn't say a frustration, because Dak always played. So there's no need. But I didn't see Cooper Rush get better after his rookie year in the preseason games. I want to see what's this guy have. What does he have? Because I'm one of those who truly believes that you need to take some time and develop a quarterback. I believe in that. I believe in that Ron Wolf philosophy of taking quarterbacks each year and trying to find a way to hit on the guy. Because let's say if DiNucci ends up becoming a serviceable guy, you might be able to move this dude for something.
This is true.
Okay, listen. All right, maybe this is where I'm at. Does the game plan change now? Because the last when Andy Dalton rolled out there, Kellen said he believes that Andy Dalton, he could pick up all that stuff and he didn't have to change much in the game plan. Is it the same?
No, it can't be. No, it can't be. One, you had Dak, and then you got a 10-year vet in Dalton, and now you got DiNucci.
So what is the game? So what do you expect to see?
Whatever he's comfortable with. That's what I'd be going out there in practice. Are you comfortable running this script? Are you comfortable running that script?
Tell me if you're the offensive coordinator, right, and you're going out there, you playing Philly. Like, what are you doing on offense? What is the key to the game?
I am running the football. I mean, Philly is not, the 1985 Bears. I mean, they've been getting, trounced a little bit on the defensive side of the ball. So for me, I gotta lean on Zeke. I got to. I mean, that's the only option I really have because the receivers. I mean, you got to throw them the football. So that's another thing. You got to bring the offensive line into the play when you do all that. To me, if you just turn around and hand it off to that man, at the very worst. I mean, you got a guy that, all right, maybe on 3rd and maybe 5 or 6, we're going to have to do something with him as far as the arm talent. But if you get him in these 3rd and 10s and 3rd and 15s, it's going to be dangerous out there for him.
This is what I thought last week. This is people think I'm negative. This is what I thought last week. I was like, hey, look, I'm telling you, I'm positive on it if Kellen will go out here, hand the ball to Zeke, and minimize the times that Andy Dalton has to throw. And then the game came on, and I saw it. And I was like, okay, we running the ball. We running it. And then, we throwing some short passes, getting out his hand quick. And we got blew out. And now I'm like, all right, well, what I said didn't work, so I'm confused. We
got to hold on to the ball.
I'm lost.
We got to hold on. We got to find a way to hold on to the ball. I mean, we've seen it, 2 weeks straight. Sack force fumbles, balls bouncing off of Zeke's chest or something like that happen. We got to find a way out.
That was on Andy, by the way.
We can't play a perfect game. Yeah, it was.
That was on Andy.
We can't play a perfect game, but we can't put our defense that's already, not playing as well. We can't put them behind the 8 ball. So we just got to play turnover-free ball.
Church, you okay?
I'm cool over here. It's a little chilly, man. I ain't gonna,
coat on your legs.
From Pittsburgh.
It's a little chilly, man. I'm straight. I'm hanging in there.
Let me end this on a positive note. If DiNucci comes out here and Kellen Moore is creative with his play calling, I don't believe we'll win, but I believe that the game will be competitive. If it gets away from us and we get down somehow by 10, 14 points, I have no faith that we'll be able to come back. So as long as we keep it close and, we run the ball and defense holds up and not getting balls thrown over top of the head for long touchdowns, the game will be competitive.
All right,
positively.
Let's take a break here on the Players Lounge. You gave something positive. You gave as much as you could.
I can't believe it.
So I'm going to stop you right there here at the Funtown RV Tailgate. Back with more on the Players Lounge.
Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Want to show your Texas and team pride too? You can. By purchasing your own Stetson, you can look just like how the flag guys do on field at every home game. Stetson hats, the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys, and your favorite football team.
Get yours today at shop.dallascowboys.com or at stetson.com.
Your new apartment's big. Such a great deal.
It's okay.
Just okay? What's not to...
Right above the subway!
Well, I bet you don't even notice it after the...
That's my neighbor, Angus.
A deal that's just okay is not okay. Get a great deal with America's Best Network. Come into an AT&T store to find out how to get one of our popular smartphones for $0 down, based on GWS One score September 2019.
To Dallas's frontline responders, thank you. To show its gratitude, Tide is offering free laundry services in Dallas to the families of frontline responders. Simply bring your laundry and your identification to Tide Cleaners, and they will wash it within 2 days. One thing less for you to worry about. While you take care of us all, Tide will take care of the laundry for the families of frontline responders. To learn more and find a location near you, visit hope.tidecleaners.com.
Essilor is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys, helping fans see more and do more with our best vision solutions. Our lens technologies reveal a world more beautiful than you can imagine. For a limited time, get the Essilor Next Gen offer. When you buy the latest generation of Transitions lenses with select Essilor lenses, you can choose a second pair of clear lenses for free with qualifying frame purchases. Restrictions apply. Find a participating eye care professional by visiting EssilorUSA.com. Essilor. See more, do more.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com. United welterweight world champion Errol the Truth Spence Jr. will duel two-time world champion in the division Danny Swift Garcia in a blockbuster main event on Saturday, December 5th at AT&T Stadium. Get your tickets now before they sell out at SeatGeek.com. I'm just happy the Truth is getting back in the ring after that horrible car accident.
Absolutely, that is true.
I was scared for him. I was scared for the young man, and we followed him over at Channel 5 since he was training for the Olympics. So when we saw that, man, and just God looked out for him.
Oh, yes, he
when
did.
you saw the way that car looked, he was like, this young man should not be alive.
Nah, he shouldn't have walked out of there at all.
Or even if he's alive, just is he gonna be able to walk again?
Yeah.
So the fact that he's able to get into a ring, man, I'm happy to see that. And if you have not seen this young man fight, go.
Oh yeah, he's worth the watch.
Man, that was one of the things for me. The first time I got to really go see big time boxing when I moved out and worked in Los Angeles. And that was so much fun. And we would go to Vegas all the time. I mean, that was when I talk about missing LA. Those were the things I missed in LA was that whole boxing scene because all those guys trained out there.
That's true.
And that's when De La Hoya was big and Tyson was still fighting. And you go out to Mandalay Bay and MGM, man. Oh, that was a fun time.
I've never been.
You never been?
I've never been for a boxing event.
You know what? I'll tell you what. It rivaled the first Super Bowl I ever went to.
Ooh, it was that hype?
First Super Bowl I ever went to, Super Bowl 32. Packers, Broncos. Packers were 14-point favorites. I could not sleep. It was in San Diego. Like, I'm going to the Super Bowl tomorrow. Just all day long waiting on the Super Bowl. And you get there and you see the flyover and all the people, man, which is great. And when I was living in LA for a couple years, I'm not going to go to Vegas until I go for a fight because I want to see Vegas at its best. So I'm there at the MGM Grand. So we get there, a couple days before. So we're hanging out. I was in the taxi line. It's about like 5 people waiting in the taxi line. Jay-Z and Damon Dash cut in front of us to go get into a, that little SUV taxi.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when Big Pimpin' was. I was like, that's not Big Pimpin'. You get in a taxi, man. I mean, I'm watching Albert Bell and other people roll up in limo. Wait, man, you fraudulent. Jay-Z's fraudulent. This dude just cut me in the taxi line.
Did you say that, though? Did you say it to Dane?
It happened so no.
Oh, it was quick.
It happened so quick. Like this dude, they was like plotting in the back. They weren't standing in line.
So they ran and jumped in the
Dude,
cab.
yes, they did.
Oh, they pulled one of those maneuvers.
You just walked on up there. And I was like, they had 2 ladies. So I'm like, really? That's not Big Pimpin'.
Man,
Yes.
and Big Pimpin', that was almost at Jay-Z's height right there. He was.
No, that was the come up.
That was still the come up.
It was the come up. I thought he was on top right there.
But I was like, I'm thinking, man, that's not Big Pimpin' and you jumping in a taxi in front of me.
That's
I mean,
true.
come on, man. Fraudulent.
I mean, they made it work.
They did.
So I got it.
Jay made it work. Yeah, Jay made it.
It was on his way up to $1 billion, but at that point in time, it was like what you were rapping about in the whole video is not this isn't the same. I mean, because they're on the boat and the Big Pimpin', they're on the boat and on the
yachts
beach and
everything.
Yeah.
Hey,
They
man,
spraying
listen,
champagne.
I'm a Jay-Z fan. We don't know the circumstances behind what happened to his driver. You don't know
He's
what
just
happened. Maybe he
jipping-
lost
he's
his
just jipping
wallet. You don't
cats.
know what happened. You never know.
How about you stay in line like everybody
Yeah.
else? Get in line.
Wait in line.
If you Big Pimpin', you ain't waiting in line.
You Big
See?
Pimpin', you ain't got to run out here
This
and
is true.
cut everybody else
This
if
is
you
true.
Big Pimpin'.
He was hustling to get that cab too.
Right.
Hey,
right.
man.
Can't knock the hustle. I can knock you just cutting in front of me.
He was mad because he was about to be late.
Nah, I wasn't late.
He waited out there for 20 minutes. He was like, hold on, I know they didn't.
It was line. That was the problem when you went to the fights, man. The lines were long.
I bet.
The lines were long. So at the MGM Grand, I end up, that night, you're finally there. You got your credential. You're looking good. You're walking down there. The hotel is packed, man. It is packed. And then you just make that walk toward the arena, and you're seeing, you're just seeing beautiful ladies all in their gowns. I mean, this is big because everybody looking good. And then you're there in the arena, and you start to see all the stars coming in here, man. And it is. And then the fighters come in here, and it was great. It was Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield when he bit his ear.
Were you ever, and Danny, this question to you as well, but were you ever like starstruck when you met somebody? Like you just like, man, that's so-and-so. I can't believe this. This so-and-so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was working at the Forum when I covered the Lakers. So I get there, and it's 96. So this is Magic's last year playing. So I'm right out the gate. I'm starstruck. I'm getting to cover Magic Johnson,
No doubt.
It's Magic, Hey, Magic. So yeah, but at the Forum, man, you saw them all. And what I did not realize was how small these actors were.
Yeah, they're
Tom
little.
Cruise, itty.
They're little.
Denzel ain't that tall.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx.
I'm a play it cool guy. So like I be excited on the inside. Like when Denzel came to training camp.
Yeah, the training camp.
I wanted to go out there and be like, man, like recite all the training day lines and all that stuff. But inside I was like, man, I'm gonna just chill. I'm just chill.
You said you just gonna chill.
I was too hype. I was too hype on the inside. But I still say I better that. So I was starstruck then. That was Denzel's the man.
Yeah, man. When I met Gerald Levert, man, I was a kid in a candy store and I met Gerald Levert.
Giggling.
Man, me and the frat used to sing them songs all the time, man. Just one of them things. I mean, I was like a little kid talking to Gerald Levert, man, excited to see him. And so, yeah, when you saw these people, man, it was for me, it's being in L.A., man, you just think, man, you're a long way from Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
That's true.
That you're sitting here at these games, these people just walking by. Like, there's John Lithgow, there's Danny DeVito, there's Diane Carroll. These folks who you've seen on TV. There's Jack Nicholson, you know?
That's wild.
You're just walking on the court trying to get someone. Hey, Jack. Hey, how you doing? I mean, it was that kind of thing. And so then now, after a while.
Jack Nicholas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jack Nicholas? Yeah. Yes, I said Jack Nicholas?
Huh? No. You sent me a tweet.
No, not Jack Nicholas. Jack Nicholson, the actor. Okay.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant, man.
Not the golfer. No, not the golfer.
Not the golfer. I got you.
No, not the golfer. Not the golfer. No, Jack Nicholson.
I read it wrong anyways.
Yes. Yeah, so So it was cool. I remember when Shaq's agent Leonard Armato introduced me to Pamela Anderson. Hey, Pam Newy. Hi, Pam. You know, and this is when Baywatch was big.
She was at the height of her powers back then, man.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff. When Chris Rock was nobody. Not Chris Rock, Chris Tucker. When Chris Tucker was nobody, met him outside the Laker locker room, and he said, "Yeah, hey man, we're just talking. I'm working on a movie, man. Come out and see the movie." I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that. I'll give you a call." And the movie was Rush Hour, and I didn't go.
Man, you missed out. That was one of the classics right there.
Meeting Rick James and messing with Kobe over Rick James, and an autograph. I mean, there was a lot of these things where I was starstruck just being in L.A. Doing a movie junket with Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. You know, getting to sit there and interview for Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
So we got to do it with, it plays, Willie Beeman.
Willie Beeman.
That's what we need. That's what y'all think DiNucci gonna be.
Matter of fact, that's who DiNucci's going to be. He going to come in here, and he going to be him.
Don't forget what happened in the movie now.
Oh yeah, he parlayed that into a big contract with the next team.
He got his SUV cut in half.
And did you see what happened?
He got punched in the face by the running back.
They went to the playoffs.
They
went to the playoffs. Don't drop me. I'm worth $1 million. They went to the playoffs.
Hold on, so who was that?
On this team you talking about?
So Mike McCarthy gonna get that speech?
It's a game of inches.
On this team, we fight for that inch. And if you look to the guy next beside you, I think you're gonna look and see a guy that'll go that inch. We claw for that inch.
That was this team. The best halftime speech I've ever heard.
Okay, and here's something that's pretty cool. They filmed that speech at Texas Stadium in the visitors' locker room. And if you went into the visitors' locker room, once they did the movie, they left the paint scheme up.
I got you.
But they
did
the
Sharks.
Yeah, but that was done at Texas Stadium.
But first of all, best football movie with best quotes and best speeches. Remember the Titans.
Man, that was terrible.
No, best overall, not game speeches.
The overall movie?
Oh, absolutely.
No, that was terrible, man.
Remember the Titans?
You're a Hall of Famer in my book.
Man, that was better than
grits, coach.
That was better than Any Given Sunday.
Yes.
Than the program.
Oh, the program. Stop. Church. Church.
Y'all ain't like the program?
Church.
This guy. I'm with Newy.
I'm with you, Church. I like the program.
I appreciate that, Chris Beam, our producer. He's with me on this.
Next thing you know, you're going to tell me to go watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Did you just watch
First
the
of all,
remake?
I ain't listening to Newy talking about life is in top five. So I don't know what you're talking about. But the program? Are y'all serious?
The program was cool. The program was cool, but remember the Titans was better.
Remember the Titans.
Absolutely.
Remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Left side.
Right side.
Strong side.
Strong side. Left side.
I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Ain't nobody
Coach,
what?
We can get some water?
Man,
water.
Man. Remember the Titans.
Water is for getting blood off my jersey. You don't get no blood on my jersey.
See, I can't say the quotes from Any Given Sunday because, we're a family show. So we can't do that.
It wasn't even that many quotes on there.
There's at least 20 of them.
It wasn't that many quotes on there.
See what I'm talking about? Negativity and just hating.
It wasn't even really just like that type of football movie.
It wasn't that type of football.
No,
Man.
Remember the Titans in the program was a different type of football movie than Any Given Sunday. By far.
If you say so. Y'all, I mean, look, I don't know what to tell y'all.
We'll end this. We're going to come back out here tomorrow to the Funtown RV tailgate. We'll have our predictions for the Eagles and the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Philly right now, I looked at the line today. They're up to a 9-point favorite.
Ain't no way they're covering that spread.
And look, we'll discuss it tomorrow.
All right, we're going to discuss it.
We'll discuss it tomorrow. You can tell us more bad movies that you like.
Oh, here we go.
Program. Stop.
Y'all don't like that's crazy.
No, it's not good. You and Chris.
No,
Bean
you don't like Remember the Titans. That's crazy.
I ain't say I didn't like it, but being one of the top football movies, no way.
Yes,
no,
man.
Remember?
Boom. Yes.
What?
Well,
Little
man.
Giants? Are y'all crazy, man? I can
you
name
had,
about
you
3,
had
4.
tears in your eyes when Rev ran it in there for the touchdown.
Man, ain't nobody care about no Red running. Man, sunshine.
Y'all Hall of Famer in my book. What you did with those boys? You were the right man for the job.
That was so
Hall of Fame in
unrealistic.
my book.
That movie was so unrealistic. It was ridiculous.
Do you want to tell him?
It was
a
ridiculous.
true
Do you want to tell him?
Man, it was
story.
not everything that happened in that movie was a true story.
Well,
man.
not everything that happened in any movie is all the truth.
Nah, y'all crazy.
So now it's unrealistic. It happened.
It ain't happen like that. It ain't happen. I ain't nobody trying
My
to
man
hear that.
Bertier passed away. Like, what are you talking? This happened. It's
I
facts.
say that
These
didn't
are
happen.
facts.
Look, man, and it's factually not one of the top movies, football movies in the world.
You so cold. You saying crazy stuff.
Nah,
over there.
man.
You so
I'm gonna
cold.
get my
been
ski
saying crazy
pants on
stuff
next
since
time.
last week.
I'm gonna have my ski pants
so
on next
cold.
tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna make sure.
Oh, this has been the Players Lounge, brought to you by Hotels.com. We've enjoyed bringing the show to you here from the Tostitos Championship Plaza here at Ford Center. We'll do it again here tomorrow, right here on DallasCowboys.com.
Oh, they got Poe on the big screen.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!